How you doing? This is Quadri Michael. I could have just said good morning or good afternoon or good evening, but I don't know when you will be listening to this. So today we want to talk about a very exciting topic, creating a 1 year workable plan. It's a course on its own, and I know some people will say, how can this be a course? But I want to give you an overview of why I decided to do this course. Okay, so for me, um, throughout the journey of my life, I there's one thing I always hold on to. You don't have any excuse. So even though I'm a student, I have several things that I do as a student, and yet it is not an excuse for me. So let me give you a background. As a student, I own a majority work of a company to me up, and I do a lot of work with that. Handle several platforms, answer people questions, write blog posts, create courses, do all of those things as one of the major persons in Trinidad. Number one. Number two, I work with another brand as a content creator, and my duty is to handle the Instagram and Facebook account. Not just that, I create content and I respond to chats and comments. Aside from that, I at the time was working in a construction firm of that I need to work from Mondays to Saturdays. And I go as early as possible and I come as late as possible, depending on the nature of it. You know how construction can be. So how do I combine all of these things together with my studies? That's the work of you being organized, you having a 1 year workable plan. That's exactly what I want to teach you. So, in this age that we are now, the excuse is I don't have time, or I'm busy, or I'm a student. The coursework, everything, studying building on its own is a lot of work. How was I able to combine all of this together? I want us to be able to have a youth that never give excuse, but always want to work out a plan that will help them achieve several things as a student. Let me also mention that at the polytechnic level that I started my university journey, I graduated as the overall best student of my department. In the university that I am now, that I'm doing all of these works that I do, and if they count 1 to 5, I'm still there. Do you know what I mean? Despite everything, I have friends that started a business and all of that, and some of them get rusticated, ex- expulsion, because the business was the major, they couldn't balance it. And that's one major problem that we youth have, the youth of nowadays. We choose one, whereas we can do several ones together. That's the essence of this course. So let's go straight in. All right, I said how to make a 1 year workable plan. I'm not saying how to make a New Year resolution. I'm going to tell you the difference between a New Year resolution and what we are trying to do now. Let me start with this. A resolution is not the problem. It's not like I'm saying that you doing a resolution is a problem. But you see that most people fail because of the way they try to achieve their goals. That's it. New Year resolution is not the problem, but because of the way we put down the goals that we want to achieve, that's the reason for the failure. So I want to say, just like Getty Image says, it says, don't make resolutions, create habits. I want to teach you how to convert all your desires or what you are supposed to be doing. I want to teach you how to convert it from resolution to habit. You know the difference? Habit is even when you don't feel like doing it, you still do it. That is an habit. When you don't feel like smoking, but if you are used to smoking, you still smoke. So that's what I want to teach you. Look at these statistics. A study of 800 million activities predict most New Year resolution will be abandoned by January 19th. So if you by the beginning of the year you said I have a New Year resolution list, by January 19th you should have forgotten it. 800 million predicted people. Another study also says that 80% of people who make New Year resolutions drop them by the second week in February. Somebody said January 19th. Another study said second week in February. It simply means that by the end of February, a lot of people will be done with their New Year resolution. And it doesn't work for people, and people still do it every year. So I'm here today to teach you how to do better. How to do better. So this course is in 2 modules, just 2 modules, 4 lessons each. Module 1 is I'm going to teach you how to create a 1-year vision and calendar. How can you create a vision, a calendar for a year? Lesson 1 is going to teach you how to discover your pain point. What exactly should be in your calendar? A lot of times, people put the wrong things in their calendar. It is not necessarily what they need, but because they feel it is important, they put it there. So I'm going to teach you how to discover a pain point. What is really important? Lesson 2 is going to teach you how to create vision out of those pain points. How do you create vision out of it? Lesson 3 is going to give you all the resources. It's going to teach you how to craft out all the resources that you need and how to achieve those vision. Then lesson 4 under module 1 is going to teach you how to create a calendar. So for module 2, it's going to teach you how to now convert being a calendar to a daily routine. You know, I told you in the first place that it's not just going to be resolution, it's going to be habit. And for it to become an habit, it has to transform from something that it has to be every year to something that it has to be every day. So creating daily routines. Lesson 1 is going to teach you how to use 80-20 rule. I'm going to teach you that better. Lesson 2 is going to teach you how to create daily routine timetable. With your 80-20 rule, you are going to be able to put in the most important aspect of your routine into a timetable. Lesson 3 is going to teach you how to create a me time, a time that nobody can take away from you. That is my secret, and I'm always willing to share it with people. No matter how busy I am, there is a me time I will always want to get out of my 24 hours, that at least 2 hours that nobody will be able to steal from me. Then last lesson is going to teach you how to create a reminder. Everything is very important, but there are times that life throws several things at us, and you may want to forget everything that you have planned with your life. Now, a reminder is there to guide you. 1 year from now, I want to see a lot of you that will go through this course look back and say, of a truth, this course is what I should have and I should be using every year of my life. And please note, this course can be used anytime. That's why I didn't say how to create a resolution. I said how to create a 1-year plan. So whenever you're reading this course, it means that 1 year from now is the kind of calendar you want to create. You are not basing your calendar based on the beginning of the year. Alright, so I want to challenge you to get this course today. It is going to be very useful for you, anybody, no matter who you are actually. If you are a student, if you are a working class, if you are a CEO, no matter who you are, this is one of the courses that you need, because it's going to teach you how to create a time for yourself. There's a lot to learn here. How to create a time for yourself, at least 2 hours per day. How to use, how to create a very good plan. So I want you to use any of the details below. Just send one YP to any of the details below. If you can't get it on our store easily, message us on WhatsApp preferably, or send one YP to any of our social media platforms. We will get to you and get the course across to you at a very cheaper price, very ridiculous price, more than what you will get from it. Thank you.